Alright, today's thought of the day is dedicated to my fellow queer homies, more specifically my friend Emma, who reminded me at the D Block show on Saturday that it means something that I'm not just speaking out as a person, but also as a gay and trans person, which is something that I forget as a fact about myself and a fact about what I'm saying. It's funny, you wouldn't think that I'd forget looking like this, but I do. This one's also about not taking things personally from people who you aren't personal with. I go to a very fratty school. To people who don't live with me currently, I know a lot of you know me personally, or at least semi-personally, but I go to a very fratty school, and I get a lot of when people see me on campus, which at this point in time, I'm really glad that my immediate reaction is laughter. It definitely wasn't always laughter. And that shit used to hurt me really bad. Now I think that it's still good to take it as a warning, to keep myself safe. I do need to pay attention to who looks hostile. But in general, I feel like you need to recognize that the reason they're upset really has nothing to do with you. And if it does have something to do with you, it's nothing beyond the surface level. I personally, because my ego is huge, have taken it to a degree where they can't handle seeing a pretty man. It challenges something about the way that they think about themselves. They see something, they expect one thing, especially, like the kind of guy who looks me. They start at the bottom expecting one thing, they get to the face, and then all of a sudden something that they think about themselves is really, really in danger. And that makes them very upset. And more realistically, if it's not threatening something that they think about themselves, it's threatening something that they think about the world and the way that the world works and the way that society should function. They see something that falls outside of their expected parameters, and it scares them because people are always afraid of the unfamiliar. I do think that regardless of what it is, they are angry for a reason completely outside of me. Because they don't know me. One of my friends said it best to me recently. I was kind of talking about this experience. She said, "I'm sorry that your spirit is hateful and vengeful, but mine is here to spread love and joy." And honestly, I think about that every time now. Because, again, I don't think that I'm perfect, but I do think that I have goals about what I want to do. And being mean to people on principle is definitely not one of them. But apparently to some people out there, it is. It sucks. But, I don't want to spend this whole video making bad assumptions about people. Like, there are the people who make this face, but there are also the people who make this face. And that one, it's slightly different. It doesn't seem like it'd be all that different, but it is. And I think that it's really easy, especially when you're anxious, to assume that people are thinking negative things when they look at you, especially when they make a face. But I'm reminded of this experience that I had recently in one of the dining centers on campus, where I was in a similarly feminine outfit, and this guy, typical dude bro, black t-shirt, camo pants, black backpack, you can envision it. He's walking up the stairs, and he's looking down at his phone, and he's smiling, and he looks up at me, and he goes, and I started laughing, because I'm sorry, but that's really funny. And, he walks past me, but I hear him go, "Hey," and I turn around. He says, "I like your roller skates." And I gotta say, that was the last thing I was expecting him to say. So even when it seems like somebody might be thinking something negative, don't jump to that conclusion. And if they are thinking something negative, they don't fucking know you. They have no idea what your life is like or what you strive for and strive to be. So leave them out of it. But they talking behind your back, fart.